Hey guys, welcome to this sort of game review. Like I said, I'm sort of changing my channel, okay? Like, I'm not really gonna do much gameplay or anything. I'm gonna do a lot more game reviews and a lot of this stuff. And I decided to tackle this new game that Blizzard announced at BlizzCon called Overwatch. So I'm actually really pumped for this game. It looks amazing, and I can explain why. So first of all, there's a lot of aspects that go into these and why it's amazing. Um, there is character design, there is the style of gameplay, the very gameplay itself, like how good it is, and graphics, and yeah, and sort of like the uniqueness about this game. And all these things this game sort of has. It looks to be really nice. It's like a TF2 styled first-person shooter with some MOBA style mixed into it, which seems really weird at first, but it seems to work quite well. Um, Now, here's how the game works. There's only a few characters revealed so far. This might be the starting setup, the starting lineup as well, and there seems to be different roles for them that's sort of like a MOBA where they have their own roles that you don't necessarily have to follow. But there's a lot of them. There's Tracer, Reaper, Widowmaker, Winston, Pharah, Reinhardt, Symmetra, Torbjorn, Bastion, Hanzo, Mercy, and Zenyatta. So this game also has a great storyline. The storyline is basically the world went into a chaos, and then a group of heroes called Overwatch came and stopped the war. And now Overwatch has sort of disbanded, and now these are some of the characters from Overwatch or other societies that are like the enemies of Overwatch. And all these guys have their own lore, sort of like a MOBA. They're all unique characters, and they all have four abilities: three normal abilities and an ultimate. Like just like League of Legends, Dota, all those MOBA games, Heroes of the Storm even. Um, all those, yeah, they have four abilities instead of attacking. So their first ability is usually just like a basic attack, and yeah, the graphics are a lot like TF2, and the characters are all unique. Yeah, it seems really amazing actually. I actually really like it. Yeah, there's so many different characters. There's an ape from a different planet that's a scientist and super smart. There's a 60-year-old dude in with a hammer and a robot suit. There's this English woman that can that like they all have their own lores. Like this person almost died. This person no one really knows about because he has a fat mask on. This person is Egyptian. This person is some sort of Indian Hindu something. But they all have their own rules, supports, and different abilities. I'll start off with Tracer because she seems to be like the main hero that they want to highlight as the front cover of the thing. So yeah, Tracer. So she's sort of like a teleporting character. So look, it has real names, and the age. Like this is really, it's really in depth. So she can sort of like teleport around and slow down her own time, not others. But she is London, England, and affiliation Overwatch formerly. So Overwatch disbanded, so she's no longer a part of it. And now you can view abilities, and there are three abilities and an ultimate ability. So her first ability is Pulse Pistols. Tracer rapid fires both of her pistols, which is basically you know, a basic attack. Then Blink, she is like a dash. Recall is not a recall, as in going back to your base, but instead she changes, like, she goes back in time a bit, which is sort of weird. And then her ultimate is Pulse Bomb. You put it to a surface. If it lands on an enemy, it sticks to them, and then it explodes, instantly killing anyone. So this seems to be an extremely fast-paced game because a lot of people have moves that one shot or almost kill like every enemy. It's like a really fast-paced game. There seems to be only a few game modes confirmed, and a few initial game modes at least. There is payload and point capture. So yeah, there's no deathmatch, which I think would be a great addition. Deathmatch would seem to be really cool. And look, there's actual like there's like country and places, and it looks really cool. This has the potential to be one of the best PC games coming out this year. Potential, but Blizzard could always just go and ruin it. But Blizzard hasn't done this style of game yet, and Blizzard seems to be the company that wants to make a style of every game. They made a MOBA, they made like a strategic card game, they made a massive RPG, they've made like an adventure story Diablo game. I can't really describe how it's like. Um, what's the game? StarCraft. They made like a StarCraft is sort of its own style of game. It's like where you operate from a base and sort of like, I guess, tower. No, not really. I don't know how to describe StarCraft, but it's its own unique game. And now they're deciding to make a first-person shooter, which makes sense because if they're gonna try to make all the styles of games, they have to go to first-person shooter. And yeah, it seems to be really cool. The graphics are TF2 styled. A lot of people that played it at BlizzCon really like it, and this is gonna be really cool. And they can always just update and add new characters all the time. So yeah, I'm really at a loss for words for this game because it looks like kind of amazing, and it's almost like it's showing the good and bad side. I don't think it is, honestly. I know Widowmaker, this person, and Reaper are bad people that weren't a part of Overwatch. I actually haven't read all their lores, but yeah, this go watch the cinematic trailer. I'll link in the description. I'll link the page for this in the description. I signed up for the beta, and yeah, it's it's cool. Okay, that's pretty much it, guys, and I'll see you guys all later. This is my game review. Honestly, I'll make future game reviews a lot more professional because this one was just me talking about why it's cool and how it's just cool. I kept saying cool, but yeah, I'll make future game reviews better, and this is my first shot at it, but this game just looks really cool, and I'm thinking that it's gonna be a really great game.